So this is the beginning of season 5, and this year we're gonna try to do things just a little bit different than we've done in the past. One of the things we're gonna try to do this year is to publish a few more episodes than we have in the years past. Try to bring you some more content, and we're really gonna try to focus on more of the hunting and the people that are involved in the hunts. Whereas in years past, we've kind of told some really cool stories and shown it in a really cinematic light and written in the journal a whole bunch. This year, we're really gonna focus on individual hunts and the people on those hunts and kind of the things that really make hunting special to us. And so we're gonna call this thing Just Hunting. It's obviously not gonna be about just hunting, but it's primarily gonna be this year about the hunting content. And we're pretty excited about that. And so this first episode is gonna be where we start every year, right here at home in Summerville for the early goose season. And like every year, as we get into the last couple weeks of August, we're anxious and calling every farmer that we know looking for corn that's been shelled. And this year, like every year, it seems like there's never enough shelled, but there's always just a little bit enough for us to hunt. And so as we started scouting leading up to the opener, we found a couple spots that had geese in them, both on corn and on some sod. And then Hurricane Ida rolled in. And when the hurricane rolled in, we didn't get nearly the weather that we expected. We got a little bit of rain, but I don't know, through that storm, it just seemed like all of our geese just scattered and sort of for a couple days there stopped coming to all the places they'd been coming for the previous 4 or 5 days. And so as we went to bed the night before the opener, we really didn't have a great plan for where we were gonna hunt on September 1. And so we sort of, as we compared notes and scouting logs and everything, we just said, you know what? When we don't have something good, let's get up and scout. And that's kind of always our rule of thumb. If we're on the road in Canada or out in the Midwest and we don't have something good, instead of forcing a crummy hunt, go scout. You know, diesel fuel kills ducks is kind of our mantra, and same for geese. So we started looking around, went and stopped at one farmer's shop, and first guy we talked to was like, you know what? There's a couple hundred over here. They're using this pond that this church just dug, and so we kind of, he showed us on the map. Heck, we drove over, and sure enough, there was the pond, like he said, and it had, you know, fresh dirt where they kind of dug it out, and it just looked like a spot that geese would loaf and roost, because it, you know, there's some Bermuda that had been planted there, but there was also some bare dirt, and it was just kind of the right size pond for the geese to come in and out of. And so we sat there and looked at it and thought about it, and about that time that we were deciding where we were going to go next to find these geese, here comes a line of geese out of a field. We got the binoculars and started looking. Here comes another line, and another line, and another line. And I guess it was just perfect timing that they were in the shelled cornfield we said they were going to be in, but they're kind of in this low spot where we couldn't see them from the road. And if we couldn't see them from the road, nobody else could. And we just happened to be sitting at the loaf pond at the right time, mid-morning, when they started rolling back out of the field. And man, we sat there, and it was just like group after group after group after group, and they were the right size groups, like 6s and 8s and stuff like that. And it didn't take long watching them to know this was really going to be a special hunt. So we locked down permission and decided that we'd run back to the house. I had a bunch of work I needed to do, and Rhett really, bless his heart, he needed a nap, just some beauty rest. And on our way back to the house, Dylan called me. He was a couple hours away. He said, hey, I'm coming back home. Where can I help scout? Y'all got room for me to hunt? And I said, absolutely, love for you to hunt with us. You can sit on this field, you and Rhett, this evening while I work, and y'all can put them to bed, check the hide. So after they checked it, put the geese to bed and watched them go to roost, we were able to really figure out, so instead of A-frames or, you know, something else, we were gonna have to do layouts. So made a plan, got everybody together, and layouts for an early season goose hunt means you gotta get there super early, because it just takes forever to brush blinds, and nobody likes brushing blinds. But it was a good thing we did, because this will go down as one of the better first hunts of the year. It was an absolute smash.